Okay. Now, one more point we have to also understand, if a vector is not in this plane, you take a vector c bar which is not in the board, it cannot be expressed as a linear combination of a and b. Okay. So, in later on, if you take like we all of you know, you take in space 2 points, they are always collinear, right? Okay. If I take 3 points in space, they are always in one plane. Am I correct? Yes, because 3 points will form a triangle and the triangle itself is a plane. If they are not triangle, they are formed collinear, then there are many planes containing them. Okay. If I take 4 points in space, can I tell for sure they must be in one plane? No, like tetrahedron or something. 3 points are in one plane, the fourth point may be in that plane, may not be in that plane. Okay, 2 points are always collinear, 3 points may or may not be collinear, but 3 points are coplanar. Okay, and 4 points may be coplanar but need not be coplanar. Now coming to vectors, two vectors are always coplanar. Any two vectors you take, they are always in a plane. In space, you take any two vectors, they are always in one plane. Is my statement wrong or right? Okay, look at this. Okay. Okay, this span is a vector. This span is another vector. There are two vectors in the space. Now tell me, are they in one plane? Is there any plane containing them? There is a plane containing them. Can you draw one sheet? Okay. But just now I asked you, any two vectors in the space, they are always coplanar. You said yes. Do you want to change your answer? Okay. You want to change the statement that only when they are parallel they are coplanar. No, not necessary. What about this? Are these two parallel? No. Are they in one plane? Yes. They are in one plane. Right? Okay. But what about this? They should be collinear. What do you mean by they are not collinear? Collinear means vectors means parallel only, I said. They are not points. In vectors, collinear means parallel only. For vectors, not for points. Okay. Oh no, come on, look at this. I and J are coplanar, they are in xy plane. They should have a common point of intersection. It's okay. No, need not be. Let us I move this little up. They don't have any point of intersection. This vector is this much size, this vector is this much size. Are they coplanar or not? Yes. Okay. So they should have a common point is not compulsory. They should be perpendicular, not perpendicular, not compulsory. They are parallel also not compulsory. By the way, I am showing an example where two vectors are, they are not in one plane seemingly, but they are in one plane. Anybody want to explain to me how these two vectors are in one plane? Not even perpendicular, you can take some angle also, not an issue. The point is vector doesn't have a fixed place. If this is a bar, you move it same size, okay? You can move it here. Vector can be in any place now. Now tell me, are they coplanar or not? Yeah. So it is not necessary that you should have point in common, but vectors doesn't have a fixed place. If this is I, that is you take this direction as I, okay? Then if this vector is one unit, whether it is here or here or here, it is I only because it is pointing this side, right? Okay. So these two vectors, okay, like this, now okay, may seeming to be that there is no plane containing them, but you just move it like this. Now they are intersecting or they have a point in common. You can easily see there is a plane containing them. Okay. So it is statement correct that you take any two vectors in space, they are coplanar because they can be moved and brought to one point in common. And whenever two lines are there with one point common, there is a sheet containing them or there is a plane containing them. Is everybody clear about that? Yeah, so there is no condition that they should be parallel, they should have a point in common, nothing is required. Two vectors in space are always coplanar. Whether they are parallel or they are intersecting or they are completely separate in different places, they can be brought to one place, moving parallel. Okay. But 3 vectors need not be coplanar. They may be coplanar, they may not be coplanar. For example, these are 2 vectors, and there is a sheet or plane containing them. The third vector can be within that, or it can be at some angle like this. Then they are not in one plane. Okay. So 3 vectors may be coplanar, may not be coplanar, but 2 vectors are always coplanar. Okay. So now one may ask that you said if you want to represent any vector in a board, if you know 2 vectors, it is sufficient because their linear combination will cover every vector in this plane. Okay. Then one may say, I want to cover all the vectors in the space. How many vectors in the space I need so that their linear combination will cover rest of the vectors? Any idea? Yeah, we need 3 vectors. Because 2 vectors will cover only one plane, we need one more vector. Okay. So let us say A bar is like this and B bar is like this and C bar is in the space like this, not in the board. If you know 3 vectors A, B and C, every other vector in the space can be written as a linear combination of A, B, C. How? Is that I have to draw a 3-dimensional figure to some extent. Okay. This figure should somewhat look like 3 dimension for you. This one is the front face, this one is the back face, and this one is the right face, this one is the left face, this one is the top face, and this one is the bottom face. Can all of you see that? Okay. Of course, sometimes if you see this way, this may look like a front face, depending on whether you are seeing it like this or whether you are seeing it like this. Am I right? Okay. Something like optical illusion. Anyway, it doesn't matter. At least you can see it is 3-dimensional. That much we can see. Okay. I can say if you take this figure, this is not a cube or not even a cuboid. Okay. It is called parallelepiped. What is cuboid means? All the 6 faces are rectangles, right? Am I right? Okay. And opposite faces are parallel basically. Like that, if all the 6 faces are parallelograms and opposite faces are parallel, that is called parallelepiped. Okay. Parallelo. Parallel. Sorry. What is parallel spelling? RA is also there. Okay. Parallelopiped. Parallelepiped means all faces are parallelograms and opposite faces are parallel. How to construct it? If you want to take a rectangular box and tilt it, or you take a stack of cards which are in the form of a rectangular box and slowly tilt it. Okay, you can see that side now it will be like parallelogram, and then you can tilt it the other way also where they appear to be like parallelogram. But anyway, it's okay. What I am saying here, yeah. If this is L bar, this is M bar and this is N bar, this diagonal according to your chemistry you may call it as body diagonal, okay, from here to here. If you join from here to here, it is called face diagonal, and if you cause the 2 opposite corners of the cuboid or something, they are called body diagonal. This vector is exactly L bar plus M bar plus N bar. Is everybody clear about it? Okay, one may ask how. How this body diagonal is sum of these 3 vectors is, if this is L bar, this is M bar, this is a parallelogram, what is this vector will be? L bar plus M bar. And if this is N bar, this is parallel to that and same size. This and this are parallel and same size. If that is N bar, this is also N bar. This is L plus M, this is N, this plus this will be this, which is L plus M plus N. Okay. One may say, why are you adding L plus M? You want to add M plus N, you can add also. What is the big deal? First, you can add these two. What is this? This is M bar, this is N bar, this is a parallelogram, so this is M plus N. Because this is L bar, this is L bar, this is M plus N, and this is L. Again, you will get L plus M plus N. Basically, in a parallelopipe, the body diagonal is sum of the 3 what you call edges with having the same corner, right? Now, why I am telling this is that if you know 3 vectors in plane, any other space, every other vector in the space can be written as a combination of ABC. How? You take in space one vector and A bar, B bar are somewhere else in the space. Through this parallel to A bar you draw one line, through this parallel to A bar draw one line. Similarly, parallel to B bar and parallel to C bar, when you draw lines, you can construct a parallelepiped with this as a body diagonal. Okay. In fact, you can construct a plane through this parallel to AB plane, parallel to BC plane, parallel to CA plane. You will be able to construct a parallelepiped with this as a rectangular box, and all the three edges will be parallel to ABC. But there will be multiples of ABC because A bar may be little short and this edge may be little longer. Okay, so if I have A bar, B bar and C bar in the space, I constructed a parallelepiped with this as a body diagonal. This is parallel to A bar, so a multiple of A bar. This is parallel to B bar, a multiple of B bar. This is parallel to C bar, so a multiple of C bar. So I can express any vector in the space as a linear combination of three other vectors in the space. Okay. That is the reason whenever you want to talk about all the vectors in the space, first of all you should fix three vectors in the space. For the convenience, they fix three vectors. What are they? I, j, k. Unit vector along x-axis they called I, unit vector along y-axis they called j, unit vector along z-axis they called k. Any other vector in the space will be some real number into I, some real number into j, some real number into k. That is why xi plus yj plus zk covers all the vectors in the space, 3D space. Is it clear? Okay. Okay. Now let us read the points here. 21st point, coplanar vectors. Three or more vectors are said to be coplanar if they are parallel to a plane. If first vector is also parallel to a plane, second vector is also parallel to same plane, third vector is also parallel to same plane, and they lie in the same plane. In vectors parallel to a plane, lie in the plane is same. If I say this vector is parallel to this board, I can say it lies on the board because vectors doesn't have fixed place. I can move it and put it in the board. Okay. We use the word somewhere line of support. Basically, line of support means a line drawn along that vector. That is called line of support. That's all, nothing much. Okay. The very first point. Let A bar and B bar be two non-collinear vectors. A and B are not parallel. Any other vector C bar coplanar with A and B can be uniquely expressed as a linear combination of A and B. So any other vector C bar can be written as A, some number into A bar, some number into B bar, only one way, not in many ways. Okay. So that's why we can write C bar is equal to lambda A bar plus mu B bar. Okay. Second point, which is almost same, like just now I said that A is there and B is there. If C is a vector in this plane, definitely I can write C bar as some number into A bar, some number into B bar. The same statement you can write another way. You can even bring this on this side and say some number into, for example, let us say this is 3 by 2 and this is 5 by 2. Can't you bring this 2c here and send that side and say 3a bar plus 5b bar plus minus 2c bar equal to 0 bar. Some number into a bar plus some number into b bar plus some number into c bar is 0 bar. And between these numbers there is no relation. This can be 100, this can be 1000, this can be 1 lakh. Don't think that this plus this plus this sum should be 0. That we discussed for collinearity of the points. Now we are not about collinearity of the points, we are talking about coplanarity of the vectors. Okay. So it may be possible that C bar is 100 times A bar plus 1000 times B bar also. If C bar is like this, you have to take 100 times A bar, 1000 times B bar, and that resultant is that. Now when you bring one side, you may get 100 A bar plus 1000 B bar minus C bar equal to 0. So I got some real number into A bar, some real number into B bar, some real number into C bar equal to 0, and there is no compulsory about LM and then their sum should be 0 and all that. So same point we can state in two ways. One, if vector C bar is coplanar with A and B, I can write C bar as some real number into A bar plus some real number into B bar. Same point, if A, B, C are coplanar, I can write some number into A bar plus some number into B bar plus some number into C bar is equal to 0 bar. But not all three 0 simultaneously. If all are 0, 0 into A bar plus 0 into B bar plus 0 into C bar is 0 bar, true always. A, B, C are coplanar or not coplanar doesn't matter. Okay, so If you want to write LA bar plus NB bar plus NC bar is 0 and ABC are coplanar, all three cannot be simultaneously 0. Okay. Now, this is the reason, for example, yesterday I made this point, xi plus yj plus zk equal to 2i plus 3j plus 5k. Can I directly say x equal to 2, y equal to 3, z equal to 5? Yes, we can say after learning the basics properly. What is that? Bring this one this side, we will get x minus 2 into I, y minus 3 into j and z minus 5 into k equal to 0. I, j, k, are they in one plane or they are not in one plane? They are not in the same plane, they are not coplanar. If they are not coplanar, how can you find a linear relationship between them? That some number into I plus some number into j plus some number into k can be 0. How is that possible? Only when this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. Yeah, just now I am making this point that only when vectors are coplanar, I can find some number into a bar plus some number into b bar plus some number into c bar is 0 and not all 0. Okay. But if they are not coplanar also, I can write some number into a bar plus some number into b bar plus some number into c bar is 0. That is only possible when first number is 0, second number is 0, third number is 0. That is exactly the point here. I, j, k, they are not in one plane. They are in different plane, they are in space and there is no plane containing them. But still, we are able to find a linear relationship between them. That is only possible when this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. That's why we write x equal to 2, y equal to 3, z equal to 5. So, from here to here telling x equal to 2, y equal to 3, z equal to 5 is not that easy. I have to discuss about coplanarity and this concept. But we might use it in physics or somewhere just like that. But this is a background. Is it clear? Okay. So, I am sure some people have some confusion and I am going to discuss a little more and your confusion may increase. Okay. But after some another 15-20 minutes class, we will be doing a lot of questions and you will find they are very comfortably can be done. Alright. Okay. So, specifically no homework today also. Tomorrow I will discuss some more theory and then we will do some questions. After that I can give some homework. Alright. Thank you.